very big. Oh, it's massive. Oh my gosh, it's big. It's hitting stuff. Get it. Mm-hmm. Oh, it's a big tornado. Big, strong tornado. Yep. There it is.
Oh, there it is. Whoa. That is big.
Oh, there's stuff flying in the air. Get it? Yeah.
I got it.
They thought they could outrun it. They thought they could predict it, harness it, cheat death while staring at it in the eyes. But nature doesn't play fair. Tornadoes don't care about your courage, your experience, or the fire burning inside your chest. When the storm decides it's time, it doesn't just take your life. It devours you, shreds metal like paper, splinters bone, leaves nothing but chaos and ruin in its wake. But why chase it? Why run towards something that has no face, no mercy, and no rules? Maybe it's adrenaline, maybe it's the science, or maybe it's just a need to touch something untouchable. Tonight, we're not talking about the thrill of the chase. We're talking about when the hunter becomes hunted, when tornadoes take back the lives of those who tried to understand them. May 31st, 2013, El Reno, Oklahoma. A flat stretch of land, a rolling, bruised sky. Tim Samaras and his son Paul and fellow chaser Carl Young were no amateurs. They were professionals, methodical, cautious, never reckless. But that didn't matter. That day, the storm grew into a monster. The El Reno tornado reached a width of 2.6 miles, the widest ever recorded in U.S. history. It moved erratically, unpredictably, and with violent intent. Radar clocked wind speeds approaching 300 miles per hour in its subvortices. But despite that, the damage it left behind only fit for an EF3 rating. It's a chilling reminder. Sometimes, the worst doesn't leave behind enough evidence to be labeled as such. The tornado suddenly turned, doubling down on itself, an unheard of move that trapped them. But there was no time. The vehicle was torn apart. Tim was found in the wreckage. Paul was thrown half a mile away. Carl, crushed. The chasers were gone, swallowed by the very thing that they were trying to understand. It was the first time in history that storm chasers were killed by the storm itself. The El Reno tornado didn't just rewrite records, it rewrote the rules. March 28, 2017, Spur, Texas. The sky was black, swollen with rage, and full of promise for those who lived to chase it. Kelly Williamson and Randy Yarnell were live streaming their pursuit for the Weather Channel, but they weren't alone on that road. Another chaser, 25-year-old Corbin Yeager, was coming in from the other direction. Williamson blew past a stop sign at 70 miles per hour. The impact was instant, brutal. All three men were killed. The storm hadn't even touched them, but the chase did. It's a truth. Sometimes the tornado doesn't need to kill you. Your obsession will do the job for it. Night tornadoes are a different kind of evil. You can't see them. No clear funnel, no horizon to measure it against, just wind, darkness, and the sound that doesn't belong on this earth. April 27th, 2011, Smithville, Mississippi.
Oh my God. Yes.
A violent EF5 tornado tore through the small town, leveling it to its foundation. It happened in broad daylight around 3:45 p.m., but it felt like night. The sky was black, the power was gone, and for many, there was no warning. 16 people died. Families were pulled from the rubble in pieces. One survivor said it felt like the end of everything. The tornado carved a scar 35 miles long, and it wasn't done. It continued to Alabama, killing 7 more along the way.
Tornado, here it is! Keep your window down. Oh, no, keep it open, yep. Right side. There it is! Roof up! Roof up, window up! Window up! Parachute's gone! There's the rocket! It's going on the ground, guys! I'm tracking it! Whoa! Right now, here it is! Coming through town! Coming through town, we deployed the rocket! I think it was on the ground! It's gotta be northeast!
Most people don't know that night tornadoes are twice as deadly as those that strike during the day, because at night you're not prepared. You're asleep, vulnerable, blind. Studies show that while only 27% of tornadoes happen after dark, they account for over 39% of all tornado deaths. Why? Because you don't see it coming. You don't hear the sirens, and if you do, it's already too late. May 3rd, 1999, an outbreak hit Oklahoma and Kansas like a hammer. 46 people died, many of them after the sun went down. The sirens screamed into the dark, but the monsters were already there. Neighborhoods erased, families erased. That beast hid in the shadows. When the storm ends, silence takes over. But for the ones left behind, the screaming, it never stops. The chasers we've lost weren't daredevils. They were fathers, sons, scientists. People who believed that maybe, just maybe, understanding the storm could save lives. But the storm didn't care what you believed in. It doesn't care about your mission. It only takes. So why keep chasing it, even after the body bags, even after watching their friends vanish into the vortex? Because for some, the storm is the only thing that makes sense, the only thing that makes them feel alive. And the storm, it never sleeps. It's always waiting, watching, waiting for the next one who thinks that they can get a little bit closer. Just one more shot, one more chase. And maybe this time, the storm won't win.